Peace, y'all. Is I not to my God. Let me get myself situated. I know. Trust me, I know. I haven't been on here, but we're back. We are back. We are so back, and we have a new mic. Okay, hello, Mike. And we're gonna get into a collective reading. I am. I did it. I did a live because I'm trying to get used to being on YouTube live. I did do the live, and a lot of the messages that came through were speaking to leaning into our empowerment energies. It's a very Leo, masculine, extroverted, confident, go getter, remember who the F you is energy. Like it just it's just so resonant. And it also speaks to us reclaiming who we are. A lot of this energy feels like see, I don't even have to pull cards. So I'm just going to go into the energies that came through and just kind of go from there. So the energies that came up were it just really felt like you were left for dead. Um, Maybe in some ways to yourself, left for dead, thinking like you couldn't come up from this. There's no coming back from whatever this was, right? Whether you had experienced a loss or some type of emotional wounding, traumatic wounding, um you can come back from this. And I do feel the energies, oh my God, the fiery energies, the lower chakra energies, the primal energies, the fuel for life is just really coming back in and being integrated, and is allowing for you to literally feel yourself, feel the texture of who you are, your essence, what God put in you, who you are. I feel like you are remembering, you remembered. And I think, again, this is a result of coming face to face with the reality of like what you are able to accomplish. There was a retrograde energy, I think, that was having a lot of situations be looked at over again to decide, okay, are we going to move forward, or is this a situation that's a no-go, and to move on from. And I think there were a lot of clearings, I think, on a social level, on a romantic level, and on a behavioral pattern level, even you parting ways from self-sabotaging like behaviors and things like that. And so this energy feels very renewed. Phoenix, and I don't even know if they're on the top here, Phoenix and Peacock came up as animal totems. All right, they came up as animal totems, and that's very significant because Peacock represents empowerment and confidence, and knowing that you are that boy or girl, and standing 10 toes down in the fact that you are not hiding from the world. In fact, you will not be hiding from the world. You will embrace what God has created, which is you. And then Phoenix energy is that transformation energy, very, very on brand for the Lionsgate that just passed. The transformation, the rebirth energy, that eight energy, that infinity, never ending. Okay. In this life, there will be many initiations, there will be many deaths and rebirths. Many deaths and rebirths, because so long as you are on this planet, you are at Earth School. You are learning lessons. You are sorting out your karma. You're sorting out, um, you're reclaiming what's supposed to be yours. You're reclaiming the fragments of your soul. You're remembering. So the energies from the collective reading are so final scene of a superhero movie. In the final fight with the villain, the rubble is just stacked on the protagonist, stacked on the superhero, and then you start to see the pile of rubble start to pulsate and then break free and completely leveled up, leveled up, levitating into the sky towards the heavens and starts to glow. There's also a lot of inner child energy that is very much connected to Leo, like lion energy, very playful, very curious, very much like a cat. The way a cat is, very playful, curious, magnetic, very like extroverted. Like, what's that? Let me come over. Like, who are you? How are you? Hi, I'm so and so. I feel a lot of that in the energies. And because inner child energies have been activated, I feel like this is because uh, this is because the space is safe. The space is safe now. We're able to, you're able to be free and curious and re-explore who you are and to live confidently in your identity and thus attracting your soul tribe and the people and the experiences that you're meant to have, the experiences that were overdue because of the opposition, because of distraction, because of not thinking you were good enough, that you didn't have the qualities, you didn't have the certification. Please. So, and finally, I will wrap up the summary of the reading with: please remain grateful. Exist in the frequency of gratitude. Be thankful that you woke up. Be thankful that you can walk. Be thankful that there's a roof over your head. Be thankful that you ate today. Be thankful that you're able to swallow food. I don't know, like whatever the silver linings are in your life, it is so important that you highlight that, because that is what's going to keep the focus and the momentum and the support from the universe consistent with where you're meant to be going. Because when you exist in a state of lack, that is so not Leo. So not Leo. Okay? Leo exists in abundance. Leo exists in serenity. Leo exists in light. It's a beautiful energy. It really is the good side of Leo, where ego is not, confused for confidence. Anyway, that is what came through. Thank you for watching this little clip. I will post on my Instagram and my YouTube. Hi, YouTubers that haven't seen me for a couple of months. I was going through some things, okay? But I'm back. Thank God for Leo energy. I always say that my second favorite season is Leo season, and I finally know why. I'll just put this in here. My Chiron is in Leo. We'll talk about that another day. Okay. Peace, y'all.